My name's Dudit, set up builds and stuff. If you want to see some free Warmind charges for the Warmind gear set, this video is for you. We're going to be able to get a really good constant supply, even in decent level content, so we can keep that Warmind cell charges up, and we're going to be able to cause loads of extra damage with our solar weapons, solar abilities and things like that. So obviously the video is going to be about the 7th Seraph gear set, Rasputin's Wrath and the Rasputin's Reprisal. We're going to be featuring Heirloom. This gives you free Warmind charges, Solar Fulmination to buff out our ignitions, and Fortunes of Favour. All these working together are going to give the weapon and all of our solar abilities big, massive damage increases from the Warmind cells. And like I said, we're going to be able to keep that Warmind charge going all of the time with the Heirloom. So stay with me, I'll break the video down. So we'll start off with the gear set, the 7th Seraph, 2-piece Rasputin's Wrath, final blows with area of effect weapon, solar abilities and 7th Seraph weapons. Alright, Kelos weapons grant Warmind charges. Each stack of Warmind charge increases your weapons and grenade stats. It's about a 15% damage increase to your weapons and grenade. 15% damage increase on your gunpowder gamble is not to be sniggered at, guys. Really, really good. And then the 4-piece, while you have Warmind charges, defeating powerful combatants, destroying a construct or destroying a tangle, releases a solar detonation that damages combatants and heals you at the same time. There's all the information there, about 405 top damage and restores about 50 HP. Again, pretty decent. You've got to keep it going, and it's just extra damage really to your solar abilities and things like that and your constructs. So with your solar abilities, you're going to be able to get them charged up pretty good with your gunpowder gamble, your grenade, whatever grenade you're running, your knives. Keep the sort of flow going and you're going to be able to build the stacks up. Like I said, gunpowder gamble, I really like this one. It's absolutely brutal. Aspect really good. Stacks with grenade stats as well, don't forget. Knife trick, just to keep it going. Incendiary grenade, trip mine grenade, whatever you want. I like the incendiary grenade just for this ignitions that it causes. It's crazy ignition, so pretty basic stuff really. Just keep it charged up, get your Warmind cells going, keep a nice constant supply of it. Area of effect weapons also buff. You think you use rocket launches, things like that, but the Mighty Heirloom, this weapon is really good this season. I absolutely love it. Really, really strong. This is a bolt thrower, bullwhacker perk on night aim down sights, and it's going to increase the damage of the actual shot, and it also increases the area of effects because you can aim this at the floor and it will do like an explosion. It's also got incandescent on there, and you do extra damage to scorched targets as well. So it all works pretty nicely together. So if you just keep an eye on the left hand side for more Warmind charges, it is an area of effect weapon, and you get Warmind charges basically for free with the Heirloom. And then on top of that, it's also charging your gunpowder gamble at the same time. So you're getting double the benefits really. So it's just a really easy way to keep that Warmind charge up like pretty easily. And even in like harder content, the Heirloom bow, when you aim it at the floor like that, the detonation area effect damage is really good, even against tanky targets in harder level stuff, guys. So really good way to stack up your Warmind charges. And like I said, this does actually kill sort of like tanky targets as well, and that will also proc your Warmind charge detonation, which you're going to see in a moment. So them little red flashes, that's the extra damage that you do. So basically what I thought about with this gear set, it's just buffing out your solar abilities a little bit. Like that extra damage, not like your solar abilities on a hunter really need buffing out too much, but crazy. Now just back to the Heirloom briefly, if you just take a look at these numbers, we're getting like 450, etc. 680s, 491 ignitions. There is an exotic in the game that gives you really good survivability, and it is actually just going to flat out buff the Heirloom straight off the bat. This exotic come out last season. It's called the Fortunes Favour. These are really good. After landing a final blow at full health or when out of combat for an extended duration, your shields will slowly recharge into an overshield. And when you have an overshield, your weapons gain increased accuracy, stability and handling. Now, how this works, it gives all of the weapons a 15% damage increase while you've got an overshield, but it actually gives Heirloom a 20% damage increase because it's classed as a heat weapon, and heat weapons receive a 20% damage increase from the Fortune's Favour, so you're actually getting a 20% damage increase on your heirloom. You can see the numbers going up there. I'm not going to bore you with all the breakdowns and stuff, but it's a flat out 20% damage increase to the crit damage, the area effect, and it actually buffs the ignition as well. So Fortune's Favour just gives you that bit of extra survivability, and it's really going to buff out your heirloom. And on top of that, on a hunter, you can get Radiant very, very easily by throwing a knife or just doing your acrobat's dodge. So the damage on heirloom is really good, therefore helping you keep them Warmind charges going even more in harder content. Like I said, you've got Radiant Orbs on this seasonal artifacts as well to give you Radiant. There's an extra 20% damage on top of your Fortune's Favour. Solar Fulmination is another one. Your ignitions do increase damage in an increased radius. Now, as well as the heirloom and your solar abilities, obviously ignitions are a solar ability, and a heirloom causes ignitions very, very easily, guys. It's like 3 shots, or if you do damage to a target that's already scorched, that will also give the ignitions, which will also give you Warmind charges. As you can see there, 10 Warmind charges in the back left. I'll play that clip again, just so you can see the Warmind charges just flying up with the ignitions, and then obviously you're proccing that solar damage as well from the 4-piece. So it's just a really good way to set it up. Like I said, Acrobat's Dodge for Radiant, extra 20% damage on top of your Fortune's Favour. You've also got Ember of Torches with your knife. So really good way to buff your damage out on your heirloom. And again, just one more little sort of showing, and then I will get to the footage of it working in other content. So building up your Warmind charges, getting the kills, releasing that solar explosion, just buffing out your solar abilities. A really decent gear set. I wasn't actually too keen on it at first, but then I just started thinking, well, it's just 3 extra damage, and if you can find a way to get 3 extra damage like this setup, it's just too good not to run. You've got other things to keep your survivability up as well on a hunter, like on your mark. That actually will give you restoration now when you get kills when you're at a 10 stack, so it's really good. And you can see there, just the extra damage flying off from the Warmind cells, and again, no sort of messing, able to keep that Warmind charge up, going all the time. The heirloom is going to charge you Gunpowder Gamble. You're going to get ignitions left, right, and centre, because heirloom has got like a burning ambition trait on there, so you can very easily cause ignitions with it as well, which again will also buff out your Warmind charges. And then there you go, look, easy ignitions, easy Warmind charges. You've also obviously got your super as well, your golden gun, that will also give you Warmind charges. And you can just sort of see here the burning ambition on the heirloom. That sort of, it doesn't say that's what the perk is, but that's what it is, burning ambition, but an exotic version of it. Ignitions all the time, loads of free extra damage. If you just take a look at that left there, Warmind charge 7 straight away, guys. That is a sort of like decent level activity as well. Warmind charges 0, and he went straight up to 7 just from charging the heirloom. So very easy sort of stacking of them cells, like I keep saying, but I just wanted you to know it's like a really good way of stacking it and a really good way of just buffing out your solar damage. You'll also notice there, look, I'm on your mark times 10, which I've featured quite a lot. In fact, I'm quite bored of talking about on your mark, how good it is. Survivability on a hunter with the Fortune's Favour is crazy. You're going to get to a stack of 10 with on your mark very easily with weapons that fire fast. And then once you're at that, you can just keep curing yourself, restoration all the time, healing yourself, and then you've got your Fortune's Favour. Void Overshield, giving you extra damage and a bit of extra survivability. All just works nicely, guys. Just the end of this clip, and I'm going to show you my fragments, my mods, etc. Everything like that. I will also leave a little dim link. But I'm quite bored to say it about your heirlooms, guys. If you've got it, I suggest you get it out because it's chronically underrated. There's my fragments, there's my mods, and here's my seasonal artifact pack that I run. Really good, the Hunter's Journal. Covers everything, this build. 3 extra damage, like I said, and the heirloom kind of slaps once you've got Fortune's Favour and Radiant, guys. Really good weapon. I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. Check the comments for a dim link. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.